Xena over here. Who the hell is Elvis?
He died on the toilet 100 years ago.
Something about peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Now that makes me hungry.
Yeah. How do you do that?
Fucking tear one up.
Tomato and mayonnaise is my go-to. That's the shit.
Mater sandwich.
Mater sandwiches are the shit. If you come at Mater sandwiches, we're gonna fight. I'll drive to Louisiana to fight you right now over Mater
Hey, tomatoes.
Hey, Xena, your Dallas is bleeding over.
Today we learned that Xena has a passion for Mater sandwiches. That's a good as lead as any. If we can get in contact with him, maybe we can find a little more about which group he runs with.
No, definitely worth the time. Since we don't have Oracle, we can just drive right there now.
Yeah.
Elvis Oracle.
I was briefly considering swapping out. Like, one of the Nomad perks is I have family vehicles that I can pull from.
Bam.
And, like, pulling a different vehicle, and this way it wouldn't be recognized by the... Fuck all y'all.
Same bird.
But the, just so that the White Fox wouldn't recognize our vehicle, but then I wouldn't have any of the multiple $1,000s worth of perks I've invested in this vehicle. So...
True. You wouldn't have the Batmobile, but...
It's fine. Note to self, make Batcopter.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty safe place to be. If he shows up, we'll just shove Bakeneko.
As anything. I was gonna say, as safe as anything.
There's no seatbelts, by the way. Just...
Speaking of, I'm thinking...
I know, that's why I got whiplash.
An AV.
Stop. Don't tempt me with an AV. I don't like it.
Like an ATV?
An aerial vehicle. AV.
Oh, I see.
The AV9 Super Aerodyne.
Yeah. Pilot air vehicles is a skill, so I'm sure there's something. That'll be for when we finish out the roof of the Black Mass. Has the steeple in the front, landing pad in the back.
Or if you make it to Nomad level 7, you get access to one.
There's only 2 more.
Shit, homie.
Sick.
It's either that or 10,000 eddies.
Maybe someday.
That's a lot. That's a lot of heads.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Time to get a rep up, get some better gigs. Can we do a drive around of that place that Ubik found?
Yeah.
Alright, you guys are doing a drive-by. I need everyone to give me perception checks. That's going.
Oh, yeah.
I think this will be a full party in case it rolls south.
Does his family vehicle have a third row?
Yeah, I've got extended seating, actually. So the back is now like a limousine. It's like a U-shaped seating.
Whoa.
17.
Mine was 16.
You're like a fucking Delamain, but better. Maybe not better.
I rolled an 18.
Delamain's
26. I crit.
Fucking A, guys.
Jesus.
Oh,
You are
28,
paying
also a
attention to
crit.
driving.
It doesn't take long when you guys are driving around and you notice a group of 3 different, like in distinctly different eras of Elvis's life, but there's 3 Elvises there. There's a younger Elvis, there's like a more older Elvis with like the white tassel suit, and there's another one with like the black jailhouse with like the black and white striped shirt underneath it.
Wow.
They're just sitting there doing finger guns at each other, doing hip gyrating.
God, I want to shout out the window like, "Hey, is there a rigor mortis Elvis in there? Just curious."
He's in the bathroom.
Do you come with or without the prolapse Stannis? I'll say to fucking jailbird number 3. Oh God. No. Who has the best like human persuasion? Or like whatever
See here. Conversation would be the skill to get information without people noticing. Or you can do interrogation and try to intimidate them.
I think conversation's gonna be our lead in.
Yeah. I will loom behind Ubik.
I'll pull up and I'll pull up and I'll roll down Ubik's window.
Hey.
Solid opener.
They'll turn and you'll be like, "Hey, yourself.
Any of you boys got a light?"
Oh.
Cigarette hanging out of my mouth. You got a light?
One of them will do like a magic trick and make a Zippo appear in his hand and like
Hell
snap
yeah.
snap his fingers to light it all theatrically.
Love that.
Mateo sticks his head out with the cigarette as well, just like no face visible, just the cigarette.
So what are we trying to find here?
Adam Oh, you weren't here. Yeah, you were gone and very quiet the entire last week. No, Adam Alpha apparently is runs with him. We're trying to track him down. He might have been the one to tip off the White Fox about us breaking into the Militech warehouse. So Adam Alpha is who we're hunting down.
Oh, and by the way, since you were resting up, I think you're rubbing off on me. I had to convince that one not to kill a couple of these guys before they even knew we were there in cold blood. I didn't think you'd like that very much, so I talked him down.
Appreciate
he did
that.
mention your name too.
Lies and slander.
Lies and slander.
Lies and slander. Do you think this pretty face would hurt anybody? She says.
God, I hope so.
He says as we're getting ready to go kneecap a guy.
Uh-huh.
All right, what's that conversation roll?
Not good. 11.
11.
Might be about to hurt these guys for information.
With
You
an
guys ever
11,
heard of Adam?
with an 11, they don't act hostilely, but they'll be like, I know a lot of Adams, like kind of dodging a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Alpha. I don't know if he's a gang leader or just he was the leader of the group we were with, but they weren't. The other ones weren't kings like he was.
I
Well,
would.
Don't-
Well, with an 11, you're not able to get any information out of him passively through conversation.
Hang 500 eddies out the window and say, Adam Alpha. Maybe that rings a bell?
The older Tassily Elvis will kind of stealthily
Mama.
grab the money and be like, that's ringing a lot of bells there, mister. Adam Alpha's the Golden Elvis. He's a leader of the local chapter. He's a legend in these parts.
Is there a place we could find them? Maybe chat?
He likes to hang out at the Forlorn Hope a lot.
These
we haven't
sons of
heard-
bitches.
But we haven't heard from him personally in a little bit.
Are you worried? Something might have happened?
This isn't out of character for him. He
Huh.
comes and goes as he pleases.
You guys have a show tonight?
Let's show tonight. Not
Oh.
personally. There are a few rocker boys in the Elvises, but no one they actually run with.
Why
They're
is he
just-
so
they're just in it.
famous?
They're in it for aesthetic. Adam Alpha, he's well within the Elvis's ranks. He is a legendary netrunner. Edgerunner.
Let's see.
He's the guy that gets the most jobs, the best jobs. He's got the
Get a
most money.
text.
Got the most money.
They have very low standards.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I was about to say he's.
I mean,
he's the
there's-
biggest
there's
fish
simple-
in a small pond.
They're simping over Elvis here.
Okay.
Guess I would just slip him my card. If you're ever looking for more work, give me a call. And thank you.
With that, he'll kind of slip you back another piece of paper, and it's a phone number. And he'll be like, "This is the number we normally reach Adam on, but it's anybody's guess whether it's you'll get through or not."
I'll lean over to Xena and be like, I think he has a date.
Ba-ba-boom.
I have to admit, I
That-
thought y'all were boring, but that was rather effective.
Mateo will pull away playing fucking I can't help falling in love with you way too loud on it.
Trying
Trying to make them think we're fans.
Not about
Hound dog.
All right, before we get this video flagged,
That's about as much of that song as we can sing.
Sometimes directness is the best approach. However simple and boring it may be.
I have an idea. I don't know
Don't
if
like
it's work
that.
or not. Yeah, I don't either. We could. Well, that may not be a good idea. I was gonna say we could let me or Bakeneko make the call, like we're calling to hook up with him and see if he falls for it. But
Oh, honeypots, yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
But
honestly,
if we let, but I was pretty mean to him. If we let Bakeneko do it, we think he was there to rat on Bakeneko, so that may not. It may not work out either way.
all right,
Alright,
you
Mateo,
have to
you're
call
the next
him.
feminine one.
Hey,
I don't care to. Give
I
it
don't
a
think
try.
he. But say, I think if you were to say, I was trying to put on a brave face, but you are just so handsome and incredible, you know, I think his ego would suck that right the fuck up, you know.
I'm just saying. I think it may be worth a try. If we can't, we can go check out the Forlorn Hope first if we wanted to. So hold on a second, because Devin's brain is ringing. The Forlorn Hope is like a bar. That's where the Digital Divas played at. Why have I heard the Forlorn Hope?
We met there
The Forlorn
before.
Hope was the security group.
Yeah, it's like the everyday edgerunner bar. Afterlife's a little bit more elite, but
I see.
Forlorn Hope's more ground level.
Okay, it's where you go before you graduate to the afterlife.
Aren't they all like war veterans?
Pretty much, yeah. A lot of them are.
Or is that 6th Street?
Oh, that's
Yes.
6th Street.
Both, and Lazarus.
Yeah.
So he asked for Bakeneko's name specifically. Do we think that he was doing that just to be a flirt, or because he was looking for a cat netrunner?
I think because he was looking for her to tell him.
Yeah.
to
Yeah, I
say
think-
fuck.
You think it's a
It felt-
coincidence that he asked for her name and then her brother shows up to try to kill her 10 minutes later?
And he
When
was
that guy
real-
did.
What?
And he was real absorbed in his
I'm-
phone before that. Like, it
Yeah.
looks suspicious.
It looks like
he
a
was
duck
asking
and
for
it's quite
somebody
like a duck.
else.
If he's running jobs for Arasaka, then he might have heard that he was looking for her and to keep an eye out, and he'd pay for information.
Oh, I'm sure there's a bounty on me. Via
I'm trying to
Arasaka.
decide. I'm trying to
So sure
decide.
about that,
Did he
Bakeneko.
come because you were here, or did he come because he heard there was people breaking into this warehouse and he was trying to stop them?
I feel like
and you
I
just
was just a
happened to be there?
bonus.
Hmm.
I might not have been the original plan or expected, but I was a pleasant surprise, I guess.
He
I
only
didn't
was
know
shooting
that.
at you. Yeah, he had his barrel had eyes only for you. No.
Which goes back to I think that he. I don't know. I think he was tipped off she was gonna be there. He verified she was there, and then he let the White Fox know.
Do you think he sent Adam and the other two, or do you think that they were really there for what Bober was there for?
I think Adam didn't care about what Bobert and the other two were there for. Adam was there to verify that Bakeneko was there. He verified.
Who knew we
Who
were
would've
going to
tipped
be
him
there? though?
off?
That's a great.
Who knew we were
question.
going to be there though?
That's a great question. Maybe someone that knows more about Arasaka could tell us. She cuts her eyes at Bakeneko.
You
Where
think
did we
I
get this job again?
had
Where did we get this job from again? Was this one from
This one was
the?
from Cyrus Fletcher,
so
That
this
was
was
it.
your contact.
Ziggurat, yeah.
So,
Dallas's contact, not Zing's.
so what? Okay, so yeah, so what if Dallas was the one who?
If he
ratted
was the.
us.
He's the only one who knew we were going to it. Is the thing. I guess.
And then he just
oh,
died
wait a
out
minute.
on us. So
Wait a minute. We took Lord Arasaka knew. No, not Arasaka. Excuse me. Akihiko. Lord Akihiko knew because he sent fucking Cyber Ninja Twat. And he has direct ties to Arasaka, which so does your fucking brother.
And so does she.
I don't think he would have set Tetsukage if. I
He
mean,
wanted
you know,
us
if he
dead.
wanted me dead, he would have just
Maybe-
killed me.
What if that's why he sent Tetsukage, so somebody was watching out for you? Do you think without him he would have just landed on us and executed you?
Mm,
Hmm.
It's hard to say.
That's
I'm,
bull.
it's a
But now
murky
you're starting
game.
to talk in a spiderweb. It's like if he knew that her
Yeah.
brother was going to be there, did he send Tetsukage to try to proactively kill him and use her as bait? Like I don't know where we're going with this. What I do know is this. Ubik just said 3 minutes ago that sometimes the direct route is the best route. And I don't think he meant it this way, but I'm feeling really thirsty, and I think the Forlorn Hope sounds like a great bar to pop into tonight unannounced.
There you go.
Shots? Shots?
Let's go.
That was in character. Shots?
This is in person.
Out of character.
Shots?
I think your new friend likes white Russians.
I do owe you a white Russian, Bakeneko. All right, I like the way you think,
Yes.
Crave. Let's go drink.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he frequents a place, it's better not to let him know, right? We just show up. Maybe he's there, maybe he's not. Maybe he walks in and sees us and tries to skedaddle. Either way, we find him.
I feel like we should be semi-welcomed in Forlorn Hope, though.
I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys are visibly edge runners, so you fit right in.
Step on it. Zoom. Loading screen. The road, the car. Zoom.
A tip pops up in the lower right-hand corner. To survive, don't get shot.
Oh, man.
Avoid grenade blast at all costs.
Right. Given that this is the early afternoon of the night after the warehouse raid, the Forlorn Hope it's not very poppin'. There's a couple regulars / alcoholic kind of guys there at the bar. But the only person really there is, you see this pink-haired woman by the name of Mary Ann behind the bar. Drop a picture for you.
Oh. Art.
Other than that, the place is pretty quiet.
Sure, Marianne can hook us up with some quality beverages.
Did you say she's the only one at the bar?
But yeah, she's the bartender.
But there's like no people here? Like no customers?
Yeah, no patrons, yeah. There's a couple people hanging out, but that's about it, really. It seems like they're there on, like, official smaller business.
Sort of digging the watercolor.
Interesting.
Okay. I was trying to remember what Xena orders. Xena's gonna order 2 Palomas and a White Russian. And she's gonna give the White Russian to Bakeneko.
Bakeneko is gonna lap it up like a cat.
Xena having
I'll
no
have-
context for this joke is like, what the fuck?
I'll have Pepsi and Mountain Valley spring water, which is apparently Elvis's favorite drink. Not nearly as exciting as I was hoping.
It's like, between all of you, that'll be 180s for alcohol. Combined. But
You got that right, Nobi? And he'll leave Xena at the bar as he carries the other drinks away.
Xena will get it. I ain't scared. Well, after she says Bakeneko her White Russian, she'll be like, don't forget, you don't have to talk about it now, but you got your White Russian. Who are we looking
White
for
Russian?
again? Oh, well, I know.
Yeah, actually, before we go flipping any stones, maybe we could take a moment to get to know each other a little better, clear the air on some of these mysteries. You heard of a little game called What the Fuck Is Up With That? Go around in a circle asking questions to one...
Played this one before.
Yeah.
game is so judgmental.
I think as you've bought the round, it's only fair that you get to start there, Xena. You seem to have something you want to ask Bakeneko, so...
Alright. Xena will chug
Alright.
her first Paloma. For those of you who don't know, it's lime juice, grapefruit juice, tequila, and sometimes seltzer.
Sounds really good right now.
Brandon really coming at me tonight with my choice in taste tonight. Alright.
Bet that goes great with a tomato mayonnaise sandwich.
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend that I'm above this. I'm not angry at all. She'll
What the
say
fuck is up with that?
the tomato mayonnaise sandwich. That's gonna be your next question. She'll chug the first one and then she'll start drinking the second one. She'll say, "Okay, Bakeneko, your Your brother is apparently out to kill you, possibly under Arasaka's orders. What the fuck is up with that?
I might have stolen and compromised a lot of Arasaka systems, and because I decided not to be part of the Corpo family, I may have gotten a Arasaka bounty on my head.
Respect.
How much?
No wonder you're still alive.
I mean, it's going up every day. I don't really keep up with it, but my brother seems hell-bent on bringing back honor to our family, since, you know, look at me. Just kind of motions to herself.
So it's more like a standing order than explicit directions to get you.
I guess so. You could call it that.
Or like an honor killing.
That's what's, I feel like there's a big difference between, like, there's a bounty on your head and the really high ups are like, no, get her. There's a big difference in priority there.
Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, I think you're rather honorable. And your brother seems like I mean, I don't claim to know you well. I guess it's only been a few weeks or months or whatever, but you've not done anything that I consider to be crossing any lines. So
That you've seen.
I've seen. You're right. You are a sneaky bitch. That is true.
I've done enough work for the corporations that anybody that fucks over the corporations is a friend to me. They wouldn't think twice about
I'd
fucking
like
you or
to
me
think
over.
Agreed
This
to
is
that.
Finally, something we can agree on. Alright, Bakeneko,
Alright,
it's your turn.
Yeah, you get to ask somebody a question.
I think... shit. Bakeneko doesn't really have a whole lot of questions. My only question is why Xena is so goddamn violent. What the fuck is up with that?
She's Colombian.
That tracks.
You get it, alright. How do I want to put this? Well, if I'm being honest with you, it's one of the only things I've ever been good at. You could sort of call it a family legacy.
I know all about that.
We were raised homeless. We moved from place to place in different combat zones, and Dad worked hard taking violent gigs to put us through, karate class, judo class, aikido. He's mostly the reason that Mom doesn't live in a combat zone now.
Huh.
So, it just seemed right when he passed on that it's the only skill I had. So it's the only skill I use.
Alright, breaking knees. It's an admirable
well.
skill.
And I'm pretty good at it. Damn near world class. Well, martial artist, sorry. Damn near world class martial arts.
Interesting. Ubik, Crave, either one of you have a burning question for someone?
I'm gonna go. I'll look at Mateo and say, "What are you drinking there, big dog?"
Fermented Mountain Dew, apparently. I don't fucking know. It's terrible.
You need something better than that. I'm gonna go up to the bar and I'm gonna get a couple of scotches, and I'll put one in front of him, and I'll say, "I bring this because the question might sting as much as that does going down." There was a lot of sexual tension between you and Dallas, and we never cleared the air on that. I just gotta know, because I don't think he's ever coming back. I guess that's not a question. What the fuck was up with that?
It gets lonely in the desert.
No,
Wish I could quit.
so Dallas and I grew up together in the Alticaldos clan out in the desert. My father was an important member of the clan, and a lot of people gave me shit about it, and kicked my ass, truth be told. Dallas was one who looked out for me and, helped make that a little easier until I was able to, and he'll tap some of his chrome, till I was able to put on my own defenses. But we had different moral understanding. he, like many people in Night City, sees money as a means of survival and didn't care how he came about it. There came a time where he stole Joan to smuggle some people across the desert. Unwilling cargo, I should specify. I followed him. We had a shootout in the desert. And I left him for dead. Not shot, but in the desert at least a few hundred miles away from the nearest settlement. And assumed he had died. And if I'm being perfectly fucking honest, I'm not sure if he didn't. Knowing that this Dallas that we have here is not really Dallas, I'm wondering if he went off after that and joined Militech, if they found him, turned him into this. If the Dallas I've met from that moment has been the real one or not, I'm at a loss. But, no, we didn't fuck, if that is the heart of your burning question.
Oh well. Something about hearts. You answered it truthfully, it's all I care about. It's good to know what you guys had. I'm sorry it didn't end the way you hoped it would.
Well, I don't know. I left the bastard for dead once. He showed back up. I don't know, call it a hunch, but if this thing isn't Dallas, then he's still out there somewhere. Or some version of him.
Xena slams the rest of her Paloma and goes...
Wait, what'd you say?
Xena slams the rest of her Paloma and, like, slams it back down and goes, "You're the pipsqueak." Like, lots of, like, little pieces connecting in her head. Like, she's heard some...
I still didn't hear that.
Squeak.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, you're cutting out.
Oh, shit, you're the pipsqueak. It's because I'm getting loud.
Well, that would be what he would fucking say.
You can see some pieces falling in place for her.
She's like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not no pipsqueak anymore. I could kick Dallas's ass. And he almost says he could kick Xena's ass. But he like, what's your body score? Can I get like I'm gonna size you up.
It's 10, because we both have the same cyberware.
I've got a 12, motherfucker.
Oh.
I think that will lead Mateo to his question. So, you are from Dallas's past. You haven't mentioned a whole hell of a lot of how you found your way to us. You and Dallas, what the fuck is up with that?
Sorry, she's answered some of this, so I'm trying to, I've told you guys before, we met, working. I worked in Black Ops a lot like he did, but I don't work for Militech, I work for the highest bidder. We crossed paths early on in his career, and I guess mine too. And I was impressed with his ability. I think I got the better of him this time, but we...
Oh, someone did.
Yeah. We kept in contact after that, and just continued to see each other. We decided eventually that seeing each other was okay, even if in a full-fledged relationship was not. And I don't know. I found you guys by going to Lazarus. I knew that he had left the military to join Lazarus, and I figured that someone like that wasn't going to be allowed to just roam free. So Lieutenant Zion pointed me to y'all's home. That's how I found you guys.
That's another thing. Lazarus literally refers to someone coming back from the dead, and here we are with a body who is not quite our friend, and yet he's wondering if there's more to it. I don't know. Very shitty shit.
Never mind.
Transformers, more
Lazarus-
than meets the eye.
Lazarus holds some pretty hardcore anti-corporate corporate sentiments, to my understanding. Dallas seemed to like it there.
100% a coincidence. I just like I was like, oh yeah, Lazarus did come back. That's right.
It is funny, but don't think
It's
Lazarus
nice as a
is around
DM,
here.
like a GM, when the players like put things together. You're like, yes, that was my plan all along. Of course. Like,
We were like, shit, that would have been good.
No, you own that shit. Like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Has Ubik asked a question yet? Is he the last one?
I think
Or is he...
I didn't. I can't think of one that we haven't already discussed.
you want to ask one on Nico.
I feel like the obvious
He could be here
ones-
lapping up a white Russian.
The obvious one's what the fuck's up with Crave's shoes?
I thought about
I thought
asking that.
He seemed kind of dismissive towards me when I asked him the first session.
Well, to be fair, you did make fun of my shoes versus asking a question. You know, hostility begets hostility, my friend.
I don't recall it being that hostile. What the fuck's up with the shoes?
If you must know, in my military days, and then in my what's the word I'm looking for? My medical days before I became just like an outright independent med tech rip-a-doc of sorts. All your shoes is standard issue. You're not allowed to wear what you want. You're not allowed to have your own style, your own personality, because they get destroyed. They get torn apart. And so the first thing I did when I retired is I bought myself a nice pair of vintage boots that I could wear and have of my own. And I intend to keep them clean because everything I had before then was always covered in blood and guts and gore and everything else in between. It's a silly little thing, but it was like a for me thing. It was like a sign of me regaining a little bit of independence after being programmed by the Militech Corporation for so long.
I get it. Try to salvage what humanity you had left.
And try anyway.
Just finger for
Let's see how nervously looks away when you mention humanity. I'm doing fine.
Now we just gotta find you better shoes.
Oh,
I just picture the mission in the sewer being an absolute nightmare for Grave.
he went in
But you
with
for sure
plastic
have like
bags,
the
plastic
covers,
bags
yeah.
around his feet.
There's blood on my shoes, feces, our friends' heads are falling off.
That series was Crave's personal nightmare. Dallas made himself go
Oh.
faster, couldn't get to him in time.
Yeah, and then at the end of it, the one thing I came on this for to keep people from dying, dude still had to be a jerk and make himself go before everybody else, so I couldn't save him.
San Devastated.
It'd be worse if you died first.
And devastated.
I guess that's fair.
Around this time, as like the crescendo of your conversation happens and you guys are laughing amongst yourselves, Marianne will stop by and give you guys another round of drinks. She'd be like, "So what you guys here for? Just pleasure, or you got some business?"
We're sort of looking for a contact we did a job with not too long ago. Adam Alpha. We hear he hangs around here from time to time.
And I put my blue suede shoes on the table when he says it.
Classic.
Oh, Adam Alpha. There's a story there. What do you want to know about him?
One, has he hit on you?
Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah, I assumed.
If you know Adam, yeah, that's a dumb question.
Have you, do you know where he might be? Where we might be able to get in contact with him?
Give
No,
me
we
a
have his
conversation-
number.
Give me a conversation check.
Yeah. I know we've got his number, but I'd like to try to find a way to sneak up on him. That's 15.
15? Alright. She'll be like,
It also-
well, shamelessly, I do know where his place is if you guys need to talk to him.
Hell yeah.
That would be quite helpful, and I'd be more than happy to be generous with our tip.
And just the tip.
And I'll put is 50 eddies a lot? What's the economy like?
It's a decent amount.
I'll start with 50.
She'll kind of raise her eyebrows a little bit and kind of slide the money back. And she's like, now, I mean, this goes a little bit against etiquette. Talked about other edgerunners, business and all, but fuck Adam.
Fuck,
I mean-
it sounds like you already did.
I mean, dumb as a box of hammers, but he's a good lay. I gotta let you. I gotta say it. But he did ghost me and fuck my sister. So if you guys wanna fuck with him, here's his address.
Family drama.
Xeno believe.
Perfect.
Human
Plot
perception.
twist. This
Yeah, I
this
got
is Adam in a wig and a fucking
13.
glove.
13. Best you can tell she's telling the truth. But with like Xena's background and stuff, she's not giving any of the telltales that she's lying.
Shook.
We just want to, I don't know, talk business with him. If, I appreciate your time. He'll take out another 50 and leave it on the table for her. I'm trying to think if there's any other intel we can pull from this lady about the Kings. You know,
He said he's the leader of the local chapter. Did we know, or does she know where they base, where that chapter hangs out, where their headquarters are?
It's in the area that you're in. They're in the upper marina.
Okay, so we could theoretically find it if we needed to. We're not.
Yeah, you're pretty close by.
little text message pops up in the group chat. Anything else?
Bling.
I don't think so.
We have a number to call. We if we can get to where the headquarters is to investigate, like we've got
I don't.
enough leads there.
Well, I don't want to beat. I don't want to roll up on him with his whole crew. I want to jump him at his home. I think it's the best place to get him and intimidate him without having to, fight 30 fucking Elvis Presley impersonators.
I agree with Joey.
Fine.
Hey, you remember that time we fought all those vampires? It was kind of fun. They were a bunch of poses. It could be fun to kill all these guys too. I'm just saying.
Remember
I mean,
that time we fought all
not-
a bunch
Not
of
a pose.
clowns?
Y'all
These
Hey, I got a
clowns are
trauma
different
team
jump suits.
subscription now. It's okay.
Sorry,
You'll live and
Ubik,
you'll
I meant kill him with kindness, of course.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not a Boy Scout.
Well,
That's good to know.
Let's go ahead and take us a 10-minute break because I got to go to the bathroom. It's 11 o'clock.
So.
Yeah, let's do it.
You guys got some. You guys